everybody, and welcome back to episode 9 of Hey Bob's.
Getting old.
Might be 8 episodes further than we thought we'd make it into this, but we love it.
Rolling.
You're Ken Bob, Drew Bob, Jake Bob, and John Bob. Yours truly. Here to get you your sports and nonsense news. Let's get it cracking.
As always, best from our sponsors. Bites by Brick. Anthony's been rolling, doing everything he's got to do. Keep it going. We love watching you. And then Official Great Works. My man Taki went to work this week, baby.
Finish up the logo.
Got us a new logo. We might be hitting up sub shops soon, our sub shops. See if we can get tumblers and everything. We got it going. New logo on. And Johnny, how's everything go? What's going on?
The most handsome one.
That's it.
That's going to be his take.
You just looked at the camera like you wanted to kill it. So you would like, if you were a serial killer, you like a Jeffrey Dahmer, or you like?
Would you eat their faces, or would you cut them
Those
off?
are the eyes he uses at the bar.
That was Ted Bundy.
Ted Bundy. Are you the Ted Bundy?
Jake, you're never allowed to talk shit about his eyes.
And going on to our next sponsor. Of course, we have RS Sub Shop. These tumblers right up here up front. They're customizable. They're awesome. So if you're ever looking for a personalized gift that can be made just the way you dreamed, check it out on the Instagram at RS Sub Shops. They're fucking awesome. Drink everything out of there.
In addition to the RS Sub Shop, better than a Yeti.
Oh,
I had
hands
ice.
down.
I had
Hands
ice.
down, but-
I left it in the basement overnight. Had ice in it. Came back the next morning. Ice was still there.
Still
Perfectly formed.
So if you ever want to hold ice in your cup for up to 48 hours, go right ahead.
Or you can finish your drink.
Or you can.
Finish your drink and fill it up again.
Or
Same
let
ice
the
cubes.
ice turn into water and mix it up with the rest of the flavors that were in there.
Look at that. Watered down flavors now.
love to see it.
Only if you like your water like 3 days old, though. 25th ice. All right.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
So-
show our new follower real quick. Hawkman said, John Bob, I can see your pepperonis from here and Mets suck.
That's definitely Hawkins.
That's guys.
Thanks,
No way
Hawkins.
it's not.
Either way, I totally agree with you on the pepperonis. You can see those things from 7 miles away.
What are you gonna do about it? It's genetics.
What are you going to do?
Next. Overhits, baby. Drew's lock. 1 for 1.
Yeah, fucking David
Alright,
Peterson
I
stinks.
put in a 4-leg parlay, and the Mets suck.
Yeah. 1 and 2 to start the
You
year.
know, it doesn't suck though. Red Sox started 0-3, back to 3-3. Let's go.
Really?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
they just swept the Rays.
They played 6 games already. This is why I can't watch
Well, dude,
baseball.
we got swept
Well,
by the Orioles
well,
and
the
swept the
Season
Rays.
started
would have
6 days ago.
This would have been the Mets' 6th game today.
Yeah, but I feel like the season started about 6 days ago.
You're right. It did. April 1st was 6 days.
They played 6 games already?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
And they didn't play on opening day.
Hey, while we're on sports, Kenny's the basketball guy, man. What do you think about the national championship?
So, we can talk about the game. I got a couple takes. But the game itself, Baylor ran the floor. That was it. My first initial thought after, seeing the game was Baylor might have beat, the fucking Lakers that night. They were shooting the lights out. They were running they were so good. I'm nobody in the country was beating them that night, no matter who played. I don't care what you say. I don't know what you guys thought about it.
Vital was huge. Vital.
See, the thing I had, Gonzaga, everyone was calling them, potentially one of the best teams ever in college basketball. I feel like you can't take one bad performance away from that. They had a tremendous season. But I feel like if they want to win a national championship, try to get into a Power 5.
Yeah.
Or not even a Power 5, the lower, not the conference, the WCC they're in.
Pac-12.
Pac-12, Mountain West, one of the out West conference. Get in one of those.
I agree with your initial statement. I think it's time they get in the Power 5. I think it's
They're
have been
the
legitimate
top
for
of the
a while now.
basketball world every year,
Yes.
and they play no one except for the out of conference teams at the beginning of the
They
season.
almost give me a Notre Dame vibe.
That's
From-
exactly.
In
I was
football,
thinking,
exactly.
And Notre Dame was in a conference this year, and look what they did. They made it the furthest they've ever been because they had better competition. I mean, don't get me wrong, they still stink. I can't stand Notre Dame. Everybody knows that.
I do not
I'm
like Notre Dame as well.
public enemy number 1 for Notre Dame. I've been to my entire life. But if you see what they did in the conference, what they were able to do this year, gives them even more of a
Even
reason
though
to
the
get votes for
ACC
the
was very down this year, besides Clemson, but
Yeah.
they beat Clemson. So
Ohio State made it look really good too. They
well,
only beat Clemson by 100.
Now, if you want to talk about how the game went, and I've heard this take from a couple people, but the fact that there's only 5 fouls in this tournament is a crime, especially when you get once you get Sweet 16 and on, because in that game we want to see the best players in the country go at it, and Jalen Suggs played the first 2 minutes of the first half, and then like played spotty minutes after that, and he was the best player on the court, like hands down.
Well,
And the fact that like he gets 2, now he's only got 3 left. You got another 35 minutes to go. He's on the bench the whole game now.
But
That 6 fouls, it opens it up tremendously.
I mean but that also wasn't an issue the first 4 games they had.
Yeah, no, and listen, it's definitely recency bias, but what I'm saying is like you don't want to see, especially in the tournament. I don't care what round it is. If you want the best players playing each other at the end of the year, you don't want them sitting 2 minutes into the first half for the entire first half.
Now, hear me out. Do you look at that as a hell of a game plan by Baylor as well?
Attack Suggs. Get him
Well,
off
no,
the
it
floor.
was his second foul was a charge. So like,
Sick.
so
But I'm saying,
Jalen was playing very aggressive, and that's on him. But what I'm saying is, with the NBA, the whole thing is like we don't want players to sit because we want to see the best players play every night. This is the NCAA's NBA range. Like this is where you want their best guys, especially for the brand of the sport. You want your best guys on the court at all times, and especially where basketball is headed right now, because there's all these new leagues coming up. There's all these people are going overseas to play instead of going to college basketball. Like anything that's going to bring your top players and pull them away from the NCAA is hurting you right now. And only being able to have 5 fouls in a 40-minute game some of those guys is the biggest game they're ever going to play. Yeah. And only being able to have 5 fouls and then having your best player sit on the bench in the biggest game of the year for the majority of the game is a crime. If just for our eyeballs, it was a crime. Like we wanted to see Jalen Suggs out there. Whoever that number 3 kid is on Gonzaga, I don't even know what his name is, but he could not handle the ball. And he was who was bringing it up for him the entire first half, and he was getting ripped every other possession.
it was a great game, but you're not.
Yeah, 100%. I'm not going to take that away from him at all.
Baylor literally had their 6 and 7 guys off the bench.
Yeah.
Use every single one of their fouls. It was just genius.
Now-
They literally beat up Timmy. Timmy was hurt.
Yeah, can we talk about that real quick? Because Baylor's every single one of their center was Javion Clowney.
They were all
ripped up,
massive.
big as shit.
They were like pulling guards. Every single one.
So now going back to it, how much do you think the atmosphere of this game would have changed if they played earlier in the season, but like they were supposed to? I feel like it would have been a much better game because they would have they already have played them, been familiar with them, and I just feel like Gonzaga wouldn't have got bullied like they did.
Dude,
They probably would have got bullied back in February or whenever the hell they were supposed to play.
I'll tell you right now, Baylor was on.
Yeah,
Um,
I know,
there's no stopping that.
I get that, but I feel like the whole atmosphere has changed if they play earlier in the season.
100%.
And the only reason I'm bringing that up, it's not just like if UNC played like Wisconsin, and that would never happen. This game was supposed to happen.
Yes.
That's why I brought that point up.
My thing with that is they would know the game plan, but what Jake was saying, you can't beat shot making. And
No, I agree,
Everything
but
Baylor
I just
threw
feel
up.
like.
They started 5 for 7 from 3.
But I just feel like everything would have been changed. Like you wouldn't have gone into that game with the same game plan you did back earlier in the season.
No, and
They just would have been more familiar with each other, which I think would have made for a much better national championship.
And another thing, and that's where you want to go with the game plan. Gonzaga going into that game, their game plan was let's play this game through Jalen Suggs.
Yeah.
And then he's not on the floor. Like that changes the entire game plan for that team of when you're talking about arguably the best player in the country this year. You know what I mean? It's
What was he shooting before he got the 2 fouls in foul trouble?
they Gonzaga struggled out of the gate. They went down 7-0, and then
Yeah.
came out.
Jalen Suggs had 2 turnovers. Yeah, he was
He had the
One
charge.
charge.
They were ripping him.
Mhm.
Like, no one.
But I'm telling you, once he came out, that's the best player in the country. Like, and I'm not saying he could.
But the
at
best
the-
player in the country
in-
is also 18 years old.
Yes, but
That's the thing.
that's every year now. That's the
That
thing.
is definitely.
And there's like James Wiseman's 19. He's on the Warriors. Like that's like the age thing isn't really a thing anymore because you got 8th graders dunking between the legs.
But a team full of seniors.
Yeah.
It's grown men.
And I'm not saying that even if Jalen played the whole game that they're going to win the game, but I'm saying that the game plan and the way that the game went would have been a lot smoother for Gonzaga if Jalen Suggs had it. Because you have 2 ball handlers, with number 3 being one of them. But then you're not just like they pretty much do like a double at that kid every possession, and he didn't know what to do.
They were doubling everybody.
Now, another question I have.
Kispert was
And I'd
Gonzaga
take
did-
Jalen Suggs out with a double coming at him over everybody on that team every day of the week.
Kispert was hurt.
Or did Gonzaga just run out of steam too? They just went into that long overtime game against UCLA. Like Baylor kind of just breezed their way into the national championship.
Floor with Houston, right?
Yeah, and so that's also a thing. Baylor could have been. I mean, not Baylor. Gonzaga could have been tired. Like all these factors that we don't know, but it just sucks that like
Yeah.
it was a lackluster national champ. You
100%.
don't want to see a lackluster
Especially after
national.
such a good tournament. Like,
Oh, it was a great
because
tournament.
it worked out perfectly. It was like the first 2 rounds were about upsets.
Mhm.
Then the,
And we got
the
'em.
best teams in the nation made it to like the Elite Eight, Final Four.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and like one or two or three like Cinderella teams, which are always
Yeah.
fun to
we
watch.
had the interesting people, but then the people that you want to see play each other at those last 3 games got there. You know what I mean? Baylor, if Baylor doesn't get COVID, they lost. Their only loss this year was to Kansas
Mhm.
at Kansas on senior night.
Mhm.
Then then they have COVID, and then they lose in the tournament to who they lose to. But like,
Yeah.
if they don't get COVID and they don't have to see Kansas at Kansas on senior night, you never know. That's undefeated versus undefeated.
Mhm.
If those
And
two
if
teams don't play.
yeah. And another thing, it was kind of a weird dynamic not seeing the Blue Bloods like deep in the tournament, but I liked the fresh faces. I
Yeah.
liked seeing different teams make it further, not the typical the Roy Williams UNC, the Coach K Duke, Coach Cal Kentucky, and Kansas. Like it was nice. I enjoyed it. It's like this year in the NFL, not seeing the Patriots in the playoffs. That was stunning.
Yeah.
It was weird.
No, college basketball is in a really good spot right now.
Yeah,
There are a lot of good like schools, organizations, and the Blue Bloods aren't staying down for long. You're not going to keep.
UNC's going to be back on their feet next year
They'll be fine.
because there is a lot of buzz around that new hire.
Yeah.
A lot of,
Hubie,
and I was talking to Schleif that he's pumped through that hire because they stayed in house, and that's big. That's big for everything. That's big for the players that are there now. That's big for recruiting because you're going to recruit the same kids.
Mm-hmm.
So and who knows, maybe like that coach, he had some players that he's recruiting. Now he's going to open his horizon to every player they're recruiting, and maybe he'll get some more like 4-star, 5-star players in UNC. Now and then this leads into
The ceiling is the roof for UNC next
yes,
year.
but now this
Still one of
leads-
the dumbest sayings ever.
now that the college basketball season is on a close, I think the biggest person on the hot seat in the college basketball world, Coach Krasinski.
Yeah.
Because Roy
So
Williams,
three down years in a row.
two.
Two.
Last year really doesn't. I don't know. I don't know how they
Yeah,
were
but
last
they
year.
the way that they did that, like they pulled out of the tournament before.
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
The tournament was
Yeah,
taken
that
away.
was crazy. But the thing was like the basketball's changing.
Oh, yeah.
Like every sport, it's
Now,
evolving,
I was
and
saying
now
last week,
now it's evolving in the college world. Roy Williams is like, all right, I can't hang with the young kids anymore. See you later. How much longer does Coach K have?
yeah, the thing with Coach K is like I think he can evolve. I mean, I don't know if he can do it again. He's way older than he looks.
Yeah.
But I think he can get there. Like Cal has been playing this style of basketball. Like Kentucky has no issues with Cal. 'Cause
No, not at
all he
all.
does is running gun anyway.
Yeah.
Whereas
He's been doing that for years.
Coach K
He
is gonna
has-
have to switch
He
it,
has a lot left.
and it's gonna have to. It's gonna come down to the way that Coach K recruits. He's not gonna be able to recruit. He's gonna have to recruit the Zions, the RJ Barretts, and the Cam Reddishes every year now instead of trying to build a team.
Just start throwing out Nike deals.
And he might have to get a center that can hit a free throw too, because that Duke guy, the center for Duke, the young kid, he cost me so many bucks.
This was the worst free throw shooting tournament I've
Yeah.
100%. Do you know how many overs missed? because of this free
Fundamentals.
ever seen. And did you hear the Arkansas coach? The Arkansas coach his philosophy in practices. You get 3 points for a three, 4 points for a deep three, 2 points for a layup, 3 points for a dunk, and 1 point for a mid range. So he just completely devalued the mid range. And then they wound
Which
up
that
losing in the long, and they wind up losing down the stretch because they can't make free throws. Does that have anything to do with that?
Yeah, it
Completely
does.
devaluing that space of the floor, like.
I'd say I feel like every basketball player I've talked to hit 50 free throws before you leave the gym.
Yeah, I mean, well, when you're high school and you get to college, like, you're hitting.
But still, even the pros hit free throws before you leave the. I'm sure they don't.
Oh yeah, no,
but
they do. I mean,
they might not. Like I'm sure LeBron doesn't have to hit 20 free throws before he leaves the gym.
I'm sure he doesn't have to, but the reason he's LeBron is because he probably does.
Yeah, but no, that's what I'm saying. Free.
Yeah.
There's a reason they're called free throws.
Yeah.
Free points.
Mhm.
Why not utilize it? I don't get that. But
Never know.
yep. All right. That's that. So
All right.
today,
The fun part.
yeah, today we're taking a different approach to the podcast. that's the only sports talk we're going to do today. We're going to do all fun conversations now. Funny stuff. Jake's got a couple funny drunk stories. I'm sure Jake, Drew, and Kenny do as well. Not really me because I don't drink. But go ahead.
Let's take it away. So what we're doing first is we got a few stories to tell you guys about drunken missions. Whether we're wasted and we really have that one idea set in mind that we're going to do, regardless of what's happening in the world. So who wants to go first? Anybody taking it away? Go ahead, dude. That's all you
I
got.
probably got the lamest one though. So you want me to jump off?
You can take first. Yeah, take.
All right. So my story's from this summer, and I think you were there. It was me, Mouse, and Aunt Costanza, and we were at Jim's house after the beach one day, and we all had like a set ride home, and we were all so like just we were banged up, and we were like we're walking home, and people were like, "Yo, I got you." Next, those people would leave, and we'd be like, "All right, we're gonna walk home." And other people would show up, and be like, "Yo, I'm driving, going past your house. We could drive you home." And we were like, "Nah, we're walking." So 2 o'clock in the morning rolls around, and we all got work at 8 o'clock at the beach, and I find myself walking down Brick Boulevard from Lake Riv in Bricktown over to Silverton and Toms River, and I could have been home.
That's a pretty good hike.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Could have been home 2 hours ago. But yeah, my drunk mission was definitely walking home, and if I was like maybe 3 beers, if I had 3 less beers that night, probably would have jumped in one of those cars.
I mean, the crazy part about these is like we have thousands of drunk missions.
Yeah.
Think about it that way. Like Vinny and Kathy walking to Wawa from McDaniel. That was
Probably the same
was
one.
it?
No, way
probably
further.
further.
Way
longer.
further.
That was a bop. That was a long walk.
That's
Oh my
basically
God.
that's the whole length of 140 in Westminster.
And the best part is, like, Kathy knew what he was doing. Vinny had no idea what he was doing.
And
Vinny
Kathy
just signed up for
Kathy
it.
knew how far the Wawa was.
Vinny had that walk shot from even further one time.
Yeah, from Green Turtle.
You tried? Oh, no.
Yeah, you
You
tried
tried
to.
to.
You made it to the
Yeah.
Popeyes, which is still a pretty good walk.
You want actually? I'll go. You can take it. All right, cool. Homecoming at McDaniel is like
Oh,
the
boy.
biggest thing in the world. What is it, 20,000 people?
17,500.
Yeah, so
Top ever.
just under 20,000 for a D3 school that wins 3 games a year.
And
It's-
we lost 49
Oh my
nothing.
God, 42.
42 nothing.
22. This is my,
No,
my
we
junior
covered.
year.
We
My
covered.
junior year.
Was
No,
that the
my
150? It wasn't
No,
150.
my senior year is the 150.
Okay, so junior
My
year.
junior year. Did we beat your Shiner? Is that the game winner?
Was that the?
No, that wasn't the game winner. We lost the homecoming game.
Okay.
Did we? Oh, it was Juniata. It was Juniata. Philly.
We've lost
Oh,
every
in
homecoming.
overtime.
Yep.
Baloney. Okay.
Oh, that was wild.
Yeah. So, junior year, homecoming. There's the theater club, man. The theater club in McDaniel is a group of characters. That is for sure. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I don't know. This is the only game of the year the theater club came to, and like McDaniel, you get your spot, and that's your spot. Like you, wherever you set your tent up, that's your spot. No one can even take that. It's just the way it goes. Tailgate wise, that's 100%. So I go down. I set up my tent on Thursday night. We did it every night just because we had to. Every Thursday we had to set our tent.
practice.
Or else you're fighting people left and right. You're fighting your teammates for spots on the hill, which makes no sense. But come Friday afternoon, when mom and dad came early that time because it was homecoming and everything, they came down for the whole weekend. There's these theater club setting up couches in our spot, like where like we paint our numbers and everything going through. Like, and Kenny is obviously there, everybody's there, the whole thing's there. And the theater club had some type of excuse to take our spot for that 1 week. They've been there. My parents have been there for 3.5 years now at this point, and it bugged me. It bugged me. They were sitting at the game, not even paying attention. They basically could have turned the couch the other way, but they left the couch there after we lost in overtime.
Mm-hmm.
To your sinus, a team we to Juniata, a team
On-
we totally should have beat.
On a Philly play before it was Philly.
Yeah.
Juniata originated it.
Quarterback throwback from a double
And
reverse.
I didn't know if you probably didn't hear me. I was screaming on the sideline, direct snap, because I was on scout team all week. Not once did they line up in pistol. You should have realized they've been a linebacker.
Yeah.
But they
What's my thing? I got the running back.
Yeah.
that's who I had.
and
the
they
whole time.
never lined up in pistol. They had no formations in pistol. They come out in pistol, and the quarterback. I'm like, holy fuck! I start screaming, direct snap. Quarterback boots around, toss, throw it back to the left, 2 points.
And
Way to go,
lost the game.
Game over.
Hey, call it what you want. but
That-
he was the only player
No
not
wonder,
accounted
no wonder Hoyt didn't have you in nickel package.
from here on out. No, I wasn't nickel. With Hoyt, I was 100%.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
I thought you just ran nickel the whole time. Never mind. But,
All right, so going back to the
Continue.
story, win or lose, we still booze. Everything, you know,
we
everybody
boost
knows
harder when we lose.
that. Yeah, without a doubt, it's a night that no one ever really remembers. And going through it, we partied the entire night. At this time, it's like 2:40 in the morning, and I'm walking back to my room on campus, and I look over in the corner of my eye, and there's the dim lights, you know, they put on the field at overnight.
Yeah.
And I see the couch that the theater club has on there. So I made it my mission to take the cushions and spread them out all over the field. I had the whole entire couch frame on the field, flipped it over the fence, and put their cushion on each side of the sideline and everything. And I would pray that they didn't get any of them. I hope that I wanted to light the couch on fire, but I wasn't allowed to do that. But, so I just
told
I
you no.
did
Who told you no for that one?
I don't know. I don't even know who was
Wasn't
there.
me. I was definitely with him.
It definitely
It might
wasn't
have
one of us.
It might have been Cole.
Probably.
Yeah, it might have been the voice
Right.
of reason.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Cole, there's no way I was making
If it was me and Kenny, we would all have turned into flamophiliacs.
Just listen to
Oh,
the
we've
whole
been
phone.
roasting hot dogs on a
on
burning
the-
couch on the 50-yard line on the brand new turf.
Jesus Christ.
That's true. Yeah, that's it. Just
Yeah, but as you guys all know, we all went to college together. Almost all of us finished. And yeah, so
What are you
so
going to do?
we all have the stories together. But yeah, my drunken mission was we don't even know. Every single time we all went as a whole, everybody got back, but never at the same time. So one of the times we were all at a house party. I left early, and I just had it set in my head that I'm getting Chinese food today. It's like 2 in the morning, so I'm walking past to our favorite Chinese place, and I'm sitting there. I thought I called them. I thought I was sitting outside waiting for my order to be done, and little did I remember that they actually closed down our freshman year, and this was sophomore year. So a whole year later, I'm sitting there trying to call Yummy Yummy, trying to get my food order, and they close at 5 p.m. too. So I'm sitting there at 2 a.m. just trying to get my fucking food, my soda. It's $11.61 for a large wonton, a General South dinner special, and I'm just sitting there waiting.
You get the wonton.
Yeah, large wonton.
Always got the one.
Large wonton, and the General South dinner special was $11.61. No matter what time you got it, whenever you went there, she was always a sweetheart. She's like, "You going to bar tonight?" And she just gives out free sodas to all the college students. And I was waiting for it. And I get a call from Drew
At 2:30.
at 2:30 in the morning. I'm still sitting on the bench. It's been a half hour now. Still haven't gotten my Chinese food.
We're all looking for this guy.
But meanwhile, I'm on the other end of the phone, and he's like, "Yo, I'm a Yummy Yummy." I'm like, "Dude, Yummy Yummy." I'm putting it in my hand. There's no way he's a Yummy Yummy. Yummy Yummy closed a year ago. And then he's telling me, he's like, "No, dude, I just ordered, bro. I'm all good." And then back to him.
Yeah. So back to me. I'm still sitting there, and I see Drew walking up. I'm like, "Oh, he must want some Chinese food too." And now I was just sitting there, wasted on a fucking random park bench that I found, just trying to wait for my Chinese food at 2:30 in
me
the
and
morning.
Tooch. Me and
Yeah,
Tooch.
it was always you and
Probably.
Tooch that came to
Basically
find me.
carrying
The rescue drunk Jake team was always
It was-
Drew and Touche. Always.
No matter what day it was.
Yep.
This is when you ruined our chances of scoring.
It's like every time Jake got drunk, he just lit a bat signal. It was for Drew and
Nah,
Touche.
they were definitely the late shift.
Yeah.
I was and it was just me.
Yeah.
So I was Jake's dead by 6:30, so I gotta bring him back from wherever we're at.
And he always lit up.
You were
back
from
out.
like the 9:30 to 1:30 range was
Yeah.
Kenny's babysitting hours,
Yeah.
and then after 1:30,
Somebody
Kenny
needed to take care
ended
of
off
me.
doing his either
So I couldn't
you
do
went
it.
off you went off you did your own thing, or you're in bed dying,
Yeah.
and then it's up to Drew and Tooch who are still functioning somehow.
And it's, we'll save that story for when Tooch comes up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
let Tooch tell the story.
I do
Well,
have to give
really
Jake
good.
credit though. He was the responsible one this weekend.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
I was.
He was
Jake
the responsible
dad.
one.
Yeah, he
I
was.
have no idea what you're talking about.
As you guys know, it was Mouse's 21st birthday this weekend. We celebrated. He's taking 2 blowjob shots this week. And
he loves
They
them
said
too,
it's
so keep
his
buying.
favorite. Yeah.
Keep buying.
And he
blowjob
gave
shots.
4 blowjobs
Whatever.
in Asbury. That's why he was in the bathroom for so long.
That's all. You didn't fall asleep.
Yeah,
Yeah, so Jake was actually the responsible one for probably the first time in 5 years.
First time in a long time.
Yeah.
And I think the first time ever.
Yeah, it could be. Could possibly be. But if you guys are wondering, Mouse couldn't find the train. Drew hit me, and Mouse doesn't even remember it. Kenny was throwing up, basically threw up on the train almost. And also our buddy Jimmy couldn't find the train. And John left around 7:30 p.m.
Yes, I did.
I remember throwing up. I didn't come close to the train.
But I mean, as responsible as Jake was, Drew did get home on his own. Give him some credit.
But he did lose me for an hour.
That was a team effort.
Yeah.
Team effort. Lost Mouse for an hour.
Mouse was never my responsibility.
What-
Mary made sure.
Can I explain
She's
why
like,
you are not in charge
Your
of my?
responsibility, and thank God you did it.
Can I explain why I left at 7:30? Because he literally told my parents, he's like, "Yeah, I'm leaving the next time the train comes." Like, all right, so I'll just catch a free ride home
That
with my
train was at
parents
8:20.
because he was gonna go hang out with his friends. So I'm like, all right, I'll just go home with mom and dad. Next thing I know, I find out the next morning it doesn't leave till 10.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
3 hours later.
Yeah.
All right, so this drunk mission story wasn't my mission. It was my friend's mission to save me from certain death. Every year, the girls lacrosse team throws a Christmas party at their house. It's called Rojo Verde. Freshman year, me and my two friends killed a handle of Captain Morgan. I don't know how we did it so easily, but we did. Second year comes along. No, we did the second year. I'm sorry. Sophomore year, we started that trend. And then we did it again
What
junior
time did
year.
that party start? Like
Like
9 o'clock?
9:30.
So
Yeah, we all every time that
We started
any of us
drinking
went,
at 5.
we were out. We get there at 9:30 and we left by 10.
Yeah.
Every year.
Yeah.
And we always be
Well,
like, "Yo, this
well,
party's the
well,
craziest party of the year."
well,
We're always out a half
well,
hour. Oh yeah.
well,
Yeah, okay.
Unless you don't make it.
Well, no.
Unless you
That's
stay,
not
see?
what I meant.
Unless
That's
you
not
stay.
what I meant
Unless
at
you're
all.
out.
Yeah, unless you
Did you pull her hair?
Unless you stay.
unless you stay at the house.
Did you pull her
I'll
hair?
leave it at that.
No, I choked her.
Dave Portnoy.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So junior year rolls around, we do it again. Me and my two friends, and I think we kill it, and then I died. We were pretty damn close.
You were dead.
I was dead. I didn't know where I was. I walking in the bathroom, close the door. I fall back into the door and then fall basically face first into the toilet, throwing up everywhere. I go in. I stumble into my room. I close the door behind me, lock the door, and just lay in bed. I'm still throwing up. I'm throwing up on myself. If I was on my back, I would probably be dead. My friends are knocking. I can't move. Like I'm dead. So I always leave my windows open. Everyone walks around the front. They're screaming at me to get up. So next thing I know, my window pops out. It's on my legs. And all of a sudden, our friend Peyton gets thrown through my window. Like a lawn dart. And then he's like, "John, wake up." And I was dead. I was incoherent. I had throw up all over my bed, all over me. It was a mess. Don't drink Captain Morgan on a empty stomach, ladies and gentlemen.
You should always drink on an empty stomach. It gets you drunk way faster.
I remember I used to think taking 5 Advil before drinking used to help me out.
You're
More drunk.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
that's our first ever Bob of the Week.
Yeah, that just got me fucking Leo. Got me addicted to the taste of Advil. I love the taste of Advil.
Well, it's candy. It's legitimate candy.
Yeah, they're so
The medicine's the second part.
Mouse got
Yo, the moms are tuning in right now from Florida.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Well, since you're listening, Mom, fuck you. You haven't texted me.
Oh,
Got the same thing.
I texted mom today.
Did you? No, she got upset with me because I didn't reach out to her when I was on vacation. So now I'm upset with her.
I called my mother today.
Nerd.
It was on my way home. I figured I'd give her a call.
She's about to air deliver mommy's milk.
Freddy's going.
One of those Amazon drones. One of those Amazon from Florida.
She's shipping pre-cut pancakes to the house.
Not me. You guys know. I didn't get like this by mommy eating my mommy cutting my pancakes. I cut them bitches
Well, yeah,
myself.
while she was cutting mouses, you're just 8 years old.
Exactly.
What?
I had to throw a couple
Nah,
slices
yeah,
of
so
bacon in there, some Aunt Jemima syrup.
Little sandwich
Fred's in the
pancake.
chat right now. He said we blacked out before we got in the door to
Yes.
Rojo every year.
Yes,
And he said, "John, we killed the handle every time before we left. That's the only way we were allowed to leave to go to the party."
that is true. I left that part out. That was very, very
Crucial.
important detail to leave out.
What did I do that one? Who wasn't invited that one year that I freaked out?
Joey
I refused
Hines.
to go.
Joey Hines,
I
yeah.
refused.
That
to
was
go.
the year I stayed at the house.
That was the 1 year at McDaniel where freshmen weren't allowed to go to anything.
And I almost got disinvited because of you.
Yeah, no, we were not popular.
Yeah, and I got there,
You were
and
always popular, just never for
I
the right
remember
reason.
I dressed up just for the picture.
yeah, and you
Yeah.
pre-gamed at your apartment,
Yeah. And he just left.
and then you're like, "Fuck you guys,
Dude,
have fun."
I'm telling you, we went there for a half hour and everybody was at the bar
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
They were just dressed up.
It was a pointless party. You know?
And so
It was-
basically, what that party was for, it was for the underclassmen who didn't have IDs,
Yeah.
and like one upperclassman stayed behind because they didn't want to go out then.
Which, if you knew the right people, did not matter.
Exactly,
Very true.
very true. But
What's up?
Unfortunately for those people,
Your mom commented. Mary said she still spoon feeds John
Apple-
applesauce.
I don't even eat applesauce. Wait, time out. I don't even like applesauce.
Did she teach you how to swallow?
So technically, is that how you got that big fan? You spoon feed you the applesauce?
I don't like applesauce.
Extra cinnamon?
Uh,
Oh my God.
Gross.
That's fucking awesome. All right, yo, Mom, while you're watching,
Mom, why are you here?
next segment,
Oh God.
the How High segment.
Can
Brand
we know?
new
Can,
segment.
can we name this Dot Scott
The
segment?
Dot
The
Scott.
Dot Scott say, I don't know.
I think we can come up with something.
Yeah,
we
we
can come up with
something.
something.
Referring to Dot Scott
Oh,
needs to be
100%.
on this.
100%. So the How High segment, we're gonna all come up with something. And the whole thing is Dorothy's corner. Yeah,
Dorothy's corner.
Dorothy's it's blunt or something. I don't know.
Well.
Something.
She's calling now.
No.
Live, Ma.
Yeah, we're live. No phones.
All right, so
She-
How High
she got
How High segment is just something that you have to be high to invent. So it's just you're gonna go around and everybody's gonna say one thing that you would think you'd have to be stoned out of your mind to invent.
Yo,
So
should we make it like a ranking
Wait,
thing?
before we deny that.
Why didn't we
before
smoke before we did
Before we
this?
deny that phone call,
We already did.
I need them to say in the chat if they are drinking or not right now.
They should be.
They
Because
should
if they
be.
are, we are answering that phone call.
No.
That is pure content.
All right, so what we should do, yeah, so are we gonna do like a ranking system? Like everybody says one, and then who we vote, who we think was the highest? Oh goodness, I'm terrified.
Your dad's in the chat.
My dad?
John swallowed a lot of aggression when he was young, along with a lot of pizzas with a bunch of emojis.
So basically, John was Alex. Am I getting that?
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, John's parents are also roasting him for being fat. That's happening too.
Did Alex just get moved from Tooch's daughter to John's daughter? Was it
No,
that
that's
quick?
Ben. That's Ben.
No,
Since Tucci went vegan, it's been my.
John would have had to have sex for that.
Oh
So,
my gosh. Yeah, that's true.
so
I mean, 8 years
adopted.
ago, kind of lines up.
8 years ago.
Jesus,
I was- yeah, I don't want to be her daughter. I don't.
Your
father.
daughter?
I don't want to be her father.
Jesus Christ. Who's
All right.
starting this off?
See, this is kind of hard. Now that I'm thinking about it,
I mean,
because what hasn't been invented?
But what
like,
was
it's a real
invented?
thing, yeah.
Oh.
Someone was high when they invented it.
Oh,
What is it?
okay.
And when I mean high, I mean like it could be tripping acid. You're fucking just wrecked out of your mind. Somebody invented that. What is it?
I got one, and I might be cheating, but my high invention is Elon Musk.
So his
Everything that's
so
ever
when
come
his
from
parents
him.
conceived him, or
No.
the laboratory he was invented,
No,
either his parents.
everything he's ever come up with ever is a high idea.
Okay.
A Tesla, dude, the Tesla is a straight up high idea. You can make the seats be whoopee cushions. That is a high fucking idea. Then you got, you ever see? Remember when those people were stuck in the coal mine?
Yeah.
And like in one day, the guy was just like, "Yo, you know what we should do? We should make a tube that like fires this thing down at a zillion miles an hour. All of them could just get in it and we'll shoot them back up. Like it was like a capsule. That's a high idea. Like no one thinks of that shit. Everything that guy's ever thought of is a high idea. SpaceX in itself is a high idea.
Very true. I wouldn't even say high. That's just you're on something. It's a drug induced idea.
Yeah, but it doesn't say marijuana segment.
Yeah.
It says high idea. That guy's on acid all the time. Has to be.
Maybe.
Either that or something.
See, now, I
Wait,
was
something
thinking
he invented in
completely
the
Or
lab.
something he brought from his home planet.
That
So,
too.
maybe he has a relationship to some type of conspiracy theory, but I'm going to stay out of that.
Yes, you
Um,
are.
Actually, no. Adding to Kenny's point for one more second. The name of his son, high idea.
What's the name of the song?
I don't know. It's hard to. It's like some chemical formula.
I'll look it up right now.
Yeah, I was just-
My
Yeah,
dad, my dad had a good one. Are we just an atom in someone else's universe? That is a great question. when
Oh
you're high.
Jesus! No. We're not doing that. We're not doing
We're not having
that.
high
We're not
fucking-
doing that.
We could write a book on that.
Oh my god.
None of us
Oh
can
my
read
God.
and write, but
What?
I don't even know how to say this.
I told you, high idea.
How do you pronounce that?
Yeah, for anyone wondering what Elon Musk's son's name is, just look it up because we are way too stupid to even say
I-
that.
There's this way to pronounce that second word, that second symbol.
Yeah, it's American Eagle.
X
What the fuck is
X American Eagle A12.
It's X Ash A12.
Ash, that's it. How the
X-Ash-
fuck do you know that?
Oh, apparently it's not pronounced X Ash A12.
How the fuck do you?
They asked Elon Musk what his kid's name is, and he said that the letters are a placeholder. So he never said the kid's name.
The kid's gonna be a
What?
genius.
that? Or he's going to be an absolute idiot because they're going to be like, all right, what's your name? I don't know how to fit that in these
This-
bubbles.
This guy needs to be studied in a laboratory.
His wife came up.
Oh, so his wife's
I bet you his wife.
It's a robot.
She probably had a perfect SAT score. She could
Probably got into. She probably applied and got into all the
and
Ivy League schools.
So it's X Ash was the his wife's contribution, and then A12 was his, but it's not A12. It's Archangle 12.
So if his name was Archangle 12, that'd be kind
So his name is X
It's the
Ash A
precursor.
Angle 12 Musk.
It's the precursor to the SR-71, which is in his quotes the coolest plane ever. So he is named after a aircraft.
That's some Tony Stark shit.
Tony Stark named his daughter Morgan.
Well, no, I'm talking about like what his dad did for him, like during the movies.
So I mean, I'm not saying that Kenny's wasn't a total high idea because that's absolutely insane. Everything about this guy. Is
Yeah,
ridiculous.
no, I like that.
I'm not gonna lie.
Approved.
I mean, I think the rest of us are a lot.
I went way dumber. I went way dumber.
I'm going completely nerdy
I've been
for
listening
mine.
to.
So.
I don't like. I mean, I don't think we care about shouting out other podcasts on here.
No,
But I've been
there.
listening to Macrodosing.
Dude, that's sick.
It's PFT, Billy Football, Big T. He's another guy from Barcelona, and then the last one you wouldn't even they'd never guess it. It's Arian Foster.
Running,
And they
former
dive
running back
deep
from
into all these
Texans.
crazy ass ideas, dude. And they all do all this research and like whatever you think about Barstool, this is the fucking opposite. Like they are, dude. They do the like you gotta listen to this shit.
Like
Dude, Arian Foster,
like,
legitimately thinks and gives like evidence as to why he thinks Michael Jackson is completely innocent. And they dive into it forever, dude. And like, and all the other guys are like, no way. And Arian Foster's like, he has like a 3-hour separate podcast about the deep dive he did into Michael Jackson. And they talk about like aliens. They talked about,
They did a deep dive about Michael Jackson and the little kids.
well, dude, that's the thing. And we won't get into it on here because then this is a conspiracy podcast. But we'll talk about that after this. If you listen to it, and like you have to, after you listen to that, you have to do your own research.
Yeah.
You can't just be like, all right, yeah, because he throws together some shit. It's like,
Right.
holy crap. And it's like it's about a whole bunch of stuff. But like I'm super like that's why Elon was the first thing that came to mind when you started said high ideas because like I want them to talk about him on that podcast because everything he does is insane and like he's so out of this world with his ideas. Like we have no ideas like that until he comes up with them and then he just makes them a thing
Yeah.
all of a sudden.
Wow. I feel like he's
Doesn't
the
make any
first
sense.
person like capable of doing that.
Yeah.
Too, like to dream it into reality. Like
Like we've had how many geniuses come through this world and then Elon Musk is the one guy that can come up with all of that and it's just him. Like
I feel like he has the money to do it too.
He does have the money.
Yeah, which is like probably. I mean, that probably holds some people back. But at the same time, he come.
well, 100%. And you never know who's giving him ideas that he's like, yeah, I'll bring you on the project, and then you never hear from him.
You know what I can see? You know what
I can
partnership?
kill
You know
him.
what partnership I can see in the
Clinton take care
future?
of that.
Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, if they haven't already partnered up.
Yeah, I mean they're in a cult.
Space. Oh yeah, I think they are cult leaders.
They're part of those Dogecoin owners.
I don't think they like each other.
They don't.
That's a facade.
Yeah, that's an act for the media.
That word facade's a high idea.
You know, because with Elon Musk doing SpaceX, Jeff Bezos got ideas running through his head. Be like, yeah, we're bringing Amazon to space.
Here's the only way you got to think about it. If Elon Musk is sending all this shit into space, right? Let's say a nuclear war does break out here and the world's going to explode. It only takes 40 nuclear bombs to blow up the entire planet uninhabitable. Elon Musk definitely has something up there that he can go to and live in for the rest of his life. And if you don't think Jeff Bezos is paying to go up there, like, only the richest of the rich are going with.
Yeah, but why not bring somebody fun? Bezos is no fun.
I'm gonna give
He
him
got a
all
lot of
my
fucking money.
Dogecoin.
Bezos let his wife be like the third most rich person on the planet.
Now
He
she's
hates his
now,
wife.
now she's married to a school teacher.
Yeah,
No,
it's her kid's gym teacher.
That guy
Yeah.
is Bob of the Week.
That guy right there.
Remember
Right
this
there.
happened like 3 weeks ago? Bob of the week.
Bob, you
100%.
deserve it.
I don't know how I missed that.
That's
Whoever
going
you
from
were.
gym teacher to married to the third richest woman in the world.
Yeah,
In the world.
all because she married the right guy.
I'll tell you what, that yearly income of $65,000 really got her going. I want a man who needs to work for his money.
That guy's back. He's got to be back.
That must have been a steamy parent teacher conference.
Probably looks like an NFL field goal.
All right, Drew, what's your high?
Let's hear yours.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna go right to Pizza Express. There's a chef there who created the fat bitch.
Oh,
Genius.
oh my
Like,
God.
Genius. That's
Yo,
There's
just
no
put-
way you just say,
I
I
feel like you can put that in a broader category. Any specialty sandwiches have to be high ideas.
That's
That's
my
true.
go-to.
That's true.
I'm not gonna. That's my go-to. That's kind
But
of
just so the viewers
Yeah.
know, you gotta tell them what's in this.
So I mean, and I actually switched up a little bit. So it's mayo, ketchup.
Yes.
I'm like a hoagie.
Sub roll.
Starts
Sub roll.
with
It's
a
sub roll. I'm a sub roll. I don't even know.
We're in
what
Central
that is.
Jersey. It's sub roll.
You know,
Yeah,
Who the fuck starts with the condiments?
Yeah,
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
what's
use
in what's
it.
in the fat
Yeah,
mix? Oh, with like a
it's-
mayo and
it's-
ketchup.
It's ketchup and mayo on a sub roll. You die for it.
No, then chicken tenders, French fries, mozzarella sticks, and cheesesteak.
You
Yeah.
should have put the cheesesteak first.
Oh well, listen. Now somebody's gonna tell me on how to order stuff, even though his mom's been feeding him applesauce for literally 23 years.
Could you imagine just Drew ordering that to the girl at the counter? Hey, can I have a mayo ketchup bun, but maybe some cheesesteak French
I
fries?
don't get the mayo and ketchup. It's not my thing. I switch it up. I put some marinara on there, and I get the whole kit and boodle.
I appreciate that. That guy, everyone, those specialty sandwich guys, they gotta be high.
Even I know there's a bunch of Rutgers guys that listen. It's the same thing. The one at the food trucks.
They gotta be high as a kite. And what just happened in the
Mr.
chat?
Kozak is high as a kite.
Yeah, so
He
Freddie
just put
said,
young fucky in the chat.
He definitely found the pen. He definitely found the pen.
That's awesome. All right, so Mr. Kozak thinks that yum fucky's a high invention.
What is?
what?
Yum. He just said yum fucky. I don't know what it
Said
was
yum
about.
fucky
Yo,
in the chat.
Freddie said, tell them PCB.
PCB is a yum. What?
Oh, you're
Panama
talking about the
City?
PB&J burger.
Oh, the peanut. Oh, okay. We'll save that till
Peanut
after
butter,
we're
yeah.
done. That's an
And then-
honorary. That's an honorary
And
mention.
his dad also said, Fat Bitch is a ripoff of the sandwich from the Rutgers lunch truck.
Yeah, so I mean, it's all relatively the same sandwich, just from different
Like
places.
specialty sandwich as a whole, specialty sandwiches, any of them, high idea.
So I'm gonna throw a little loophole in here.
I do have one too. I'd say my.
Oh yeah.
But my how high segment goes to whoever the fuck it was idea to take one wheel off of a bicycle and try to ride it. I'm going with the unicycle. Somebody really just said, I'm going to take one wheel off this and I'm going to make it work. Like, I don't know if they were too poor to buy a full bike and just took the pedals and attached them to the tire, but I don't know how the fuck that even works. I tried riding one before. I don't know if you guys ever have. It's
No.
fucking impossible.
Yeah, I think we've just dialed this down to just the entire basis of engineering is a high idea.
Dude. Yeah.
Because like, how do you like put two like when you who made a fucking car? Like you have to have a specialty guy to build your transmission, and that's only a piece of the vehicle. Like,
And it's got to work with everything else at the same
and like,
time.
and a unicycle is the most dumbed down version of that because all you need is the one chain to make everything move.
Yeah.
Car's got 1,000 moves. Like
Yeah.
who did that?
The Wright brothers with the fucking plane.
You
They
Yo.
made bikes and then just like, fuck it, let's make a plane.
know what? Let's just attach wings
Yo,
to these
y'all see
bikes.
that bird up there?
yeah.
We can do that.
Think we can talk to that guy?
All right. So I'm gonna
But the
go.
government created birds before.
Yes.
No,
yes. Yes.
Birds-
Yes.
birds-
Yes.
Yo,
Yes.
no, I'm being serious. Can we do
We're doing a conspiracy
a
podcast.
conspiracy episode?
Yes. Next
We'll
week.
do- Yeah, we'll do it.
A conspiracy episode where we all bring like a conspiracy and we get like 15 to 20 minutes each to like dive into our conspiracy itself.
We're gonna. I feel like we should do wacky episodes up until the NFL draft.
I'm with that.
I'm cool with that.
Because this.
Unless
Like-
until the NBA finals.
Well, we'll have like an NFL draft
I'm talking,
episode,
like, football season.
Yeah.
That's the next time that we really gotta talk about.
and then if anything
I
cool
do
happen
wanna
in
do
baseball.
Let's get
I
rid
do
of
wanna
there.
do something
Football's football's the main sport that we could all talk about.
Yeah.
I want to do something where like fans of certain teams, like that people listen, we call them and they draft somebody, and like we do a first round draft of just people.
And
that-
to
for
all
certain
our
teams.
listeners out there, if you guys have any ideas of what you want us to talk about, like funny segments, DM us on Instagram, text one of us, do anything.
Or FaceTime John. We'll give you his number.
Please don't do that.
No,
I'm a busy person.
and quick story about a unicycle. I don't know if I'm still in the Facebook group, but this is from like my 6th grade year. Remember Keith Godfrey?
Yeah.
Keith Godfrey was a year older than me.
Yeah.
But like he played
Blonde dude,
football
right?
with us. Yeah, red like a
Yeah,
shirt
like a
shirt
blonde,
on.
like a
He was like a very good unicycler. Like I swear to God. And he started this Facebook group chat. And he said doing a backflip at Brick Park, and he had 600 people, all like his 8th grade, 7th grade, 6th grade, 5th grade, and in this group chat. Everybody shows up on the date he has in this thing, and he's not there. He never shows up with unicycle. We were all excited to watch this dude do a unicycle backflip.
Yeah,
he
he played you guys like a fiddle.
He did, but we would ride like a unicycle like after practice and shit. And like everybody saw it, and like we kind of started believing. You know, it's like Tom Brady in the first round of playoffs when he wins. So you kind of start believing in Tom Brady again. So it's like it's him riding off of practice with a unicycle. Maybe this dude can flip on it. maybe there's a slight that chance I want to be there to see it.
So
Worst case
my
scenario, pep rally.
so my idea. I'm going completely nerdy with this, and you guys are gonna give me shit.
No, I mean, I love this stuff.
Comic books.
I was gonna say the whole Marvel universe.
Jack Kirby and Stan Lee. Who the fuck comes up with a teenager in a high school is getting bullied and shit, and then he just gets bit by a radioactive spider in the middle of New York City?
Yeah.
How the fuck do you come up with that?
You don't unless you're stoned.
Yeah,
But-
exactly. Like Batman. Oh, this kid had his parents gunned down in front of him. Now he dresses up as a bat and fights crime.
What's
What the
story-
fuck?
What's
And
the
then the
story with
Joker
Rock
is
guy,
the-
the
is the-
Incredible, or the Fantastic Four?
He got.
That's the
It's
thing.
like I think it's like I don't know. I don't know the Fantastic Four
It's
origin that well.
I feel
but
bad for him.
The
the Rock
Rock
guy, he got screwed.
Yeah, he did.
yeah,
He has to be the Rock guy 24/7. Like the Hulk can be the Hulk,
Well, no,
and the Doctor guy.
in,
Well,
in the
the-
second one,
but
there's
the
like
Hulk's
this thing that
inverted
goes through him. You can switch.
the Hulk comes out when he only gets angry and he loses control.
You want to get fucking deep on this right now? In a high idea? Religion.
Oh God, stop it! No.
Yeah,
No.
we're gonna do
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I
totally know where you're
I
going.
understand where you're going with this, but
No, like let's say we're all like we all believe, right?
yeah,
We're all believers.
I kind of. But it depends on the
Whether
day.
you want to be or not, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
But
I believe in
just
the
think
higher
about
power.
if it's not real, right? If you don't believe and it's not real, and you're correct that it's not real. People sat down one day and were like, "Yeah, we got to figure out a way to get people to listen to us. Let's pretend there's this giant dude in the sky that created everything." That's a high idea.
That's a real high idea. And that might be before weed was even thought of.
That's a high idea. Now they were definitely using other shit.
Yeah,
Like they were just eating mushrooms off the ground.
Yeah,
They
they
didn't know
just
what
said-
they were.
this
Yeah.
mushroom looks good.
Yeah, but
Fuck
if you just like look at like the superheroes you guys know, how the fuck did these two guys in like the 40s and 50s come up with this shit?
It's ridiculous.
Like, I mean, Captain America kind of makes sense. Like, it's a super soldier before and for that fight World War II. That's all right, whatever, no big deal. Spider-Man, the fuck, the Hulk, the gamma radiation. That's not like, how do you sit in an office and write down the word on a piece of paper, gamma radiation?
Big giant green dude, purple pants.
Exactly.
Genius.
And look at it now. They were written in the 50s or whatever, and now they're on fucking one of the most profitable movie franchises ever.
Jesus Christ.
That's just like the two dudes from South Park.
Oh my God, they're honorable
And
mention.
Family Guy, dude.
Honorable dude.
No,
They
they
got-
did basketball and all
Yeah,
that. Like,
Yeah, they got high and won best drama on fucking Broadway. They just made a musical about Mormons.
Jesus Christ.
And they
Book of
won-
Mormon?
What? The Book of Mormon.
That's them?
They wrote it, directed everything,
Damn.
and they won like 3 or 4 Tony Awards, which is like the highest prestige award you can get on Broadway.
I think something happened in the chat.
Yeah, Fred said that John's tattoo is a high idea.
Yes. For all you guys, I think John, you should stand up.
They've seen it. It's if you want to see my tattoo so bad, go to my profile.
Go to the Instagram page.
yeah.
Go look at John's Scarlet Letter. He got it on his thigh. And he
That
actually was the star of the movie, but then they decided to use who's the girl that plays that the Scarlet Letter?
I don't know. I've never seen the
Anne
movie.
Hathaway?
Is it? What? No, that's Anne Frank.
No.
Doesn't the A
Wrong.
stand for anal?
Yeah, if a girl asks me that, if a girl asks me what does the A stand for, yeah.
It stands for let me put it
But
in
I'm
your butt.
sure people know what the A stands for now. And if you don't, get under the rock. You're
What's
listening.
the redhead chick with teeth?
Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, it's a redhead chick with teeth.
The
She got two
got
eyes?
Yeah,
No, the girl in the Scarlet
Jay, you
Letter.
gotta do movie because the book is probably gonna come up first.
Oh yeah, I think we read that book, put it in front of the
Oh, we're getting such a bad movie that it's not even.
Demi Moore.
No. This
Yeah.
isn't the more. I think it's a different name. It's like a spoof off of this.
While y'all are
We'll
figuring
figure it
that out, everybody knows that one of the best high ideas ever is eating something.
Yes.
Right.
Are you bringing us the PCB story?
But no.
Oh.
I mean, we can talk about that
Yeah.
if you want, but I was gonna say, but who decides when you can eat what and why?
There it is.
Okay,
There it is.
okay.
There it is.
Nice transition.
No, and this is
Nice
this
transition.
I have to
I like
give
that.
to Drew.
I've been thinking about this for
Drew's
years.
going to take the lead on this.
Yeah,
For
100%.
absolute years.
I-
I've been thinking.
I'm pretty sure we're all on a consensus on this, but I do want to talk this one out.
That's because we all love to eat. But there
That
are
too.
those people out there. There are those people.
And I also have a squad.
Easy.
I have a squad with a certain fast food chain about this too. So continue.
All right. Well, I'm a huge chicken guy. but I hate eggs. And like when it comes down to it, why in the hell can I have what comes out of the chicken, but I can't have the chicken itself for breakfast? It's frowned upon. I'm a huge chicken parm guy. I'll eat chicken parm for any meal of the day. But God forbid I start whipping up a chicken parm at 7:45 in the morning. Everybody's turning around. What the hell are you doing? What's going on?
See now, and I'm just gonna play devil's advocate here. If you didn't have it as a chicken parm, you just had it as like a piece of grilled chicken with eggs, I feel like it'd be a little bit more accepted
See now,
as a breakfast.
grilled chicken. I don't know.
Because you're starting your day with a fried chicken and like
With-
heavy
with
cheese.
red sauce.
I mean,
Red
you fry eggs and sausage, don't you?
Yeah, but I never put red
You
sauce
fry
on it.
potatoes to have breakfast with.
I don't put red sauce on my eggs ever.
No, I mean, but you put ketchup on your eggs.
So that means does it come?
I mean,
in
how
with
different a
sauce?
ketchup and sauce? How
Are you guys,
different
are
a
you
ketchup
guys
and sauce?
ketchup on scrambled eggs, guys?
No.
See, I eat ketchup.
Well, I
on
don't like
basically-
eggs either.
I eat
so.
ketchup on basically everything I've ever
I'm
eaten.
not a huge egg guy.
Except for eggs.
I'm definitely not a huge egg guy.
The only type of egg I will eat is an omelet. Like I'll have an omelet. I won't have like 3 eggs or easy.
What do you put in your omelet though? You gotta do
Bacon.
that's it.
Bacon and cheese. Excuse me.
See now, why can you not have pork?
You got
I mean,
Well, you do,
Not
yeah.
like a pork chop. It's frowned upon, but you could have bacon. You could have pork
Yeah.
roll. You can have what's the other sauce.
Yeah.
I think it's
yeah.
just the way it's prepared. I think that.
I don't know. I just felt like it's just ingrained in people's minds that breakfast food is breakfast food. And you have to eat it like before 11.
But
And
you know,
no.
No. You can
that's
eat
a
breakfast.
lie.
No, but you can eat breakfast food all day.
Yeah.
But if you get a cheeseburger at 7 in the morning, people look at you like you have fucking 4 heads. And that's my squad with fucking McDonald's. I want a goddamn Big Mac at 8 in the morning.
honestly, you know what's great? Ask Armani and Kyle Voorhees. I sent them a Snapchat literally like years ago of me having a Shamrock Shake at 6:30, and no one even asked me a question.
In the
They just
morning?
gave me- I swear to God, 6:30 on the way home from Baltimore because I was like, well, I was wide awake at 4 o'clock. So I guess I gotta go home.
Because Mark to Drew was like, "Hey, you guys got any milkshakes for breakfast?"
No, seriously, I got a sausage McMuffin because they didn't have me chicken yet.
Yep.
And I got a Shamrock Shake.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, okay.
Yeah, like at work, our first break's at 9:30. So sometimes I want some McDonald's. But at 9:30, I've been awake for like 3-4 hours. I might have already had breakfast. So I'm like, fuck it. I want a fucking
Yeah.
Big Mac.
I
Or
need
I
that
want,
Big Mac
I
for
want
my
a big
first
chicken.
lunch.
First lunch.
Yeah.
My
And I-
second lunch in an hour. You know what? Then I'll get.
Then I'll get like Chinese food
Nah,
or something.
do you think it has something to do with the old like breakfast is the most important meal of the day thing? Where you don't want to eat like so once your body's gotten going, you want to get something good in your body to get your body going for the day, and once you have that in there, then you're just trying to add carbs to keep it going. Like you're trying to like have a good meal to start the day, and that's like, it's the most important meal of the day. And then you don't want to have like I'm a big Chinese food, leftover Chinese for breakfast. It's my favorite breakfast in the world. So I'm not swabbing which I would love. I'd love to have a chicken parm every morning. But like, do you think that is something like public view? Is it supposed to be like a good meal?
So now, conspiracies, right? We just got done talking about them. Yeah. I think that the egg farmers from 1700
Oh boy.
said, you know what, you need eggs in the morning. And they drilled it into everybody's head, and it somehow
That's
got
that
nationwide.
was my point.
Because it cut down on
That's
their
what I was
waiting
trying to point.
for them to sell their product.
Yeah.
They
Exactly.
could sell it fresh out the ass.
And it guarantees them a time of day where someone has to eat something from their place.
Yeah.
So, I
Makes
mean,
sense.
it could be an absolute genius egg
And it would
farmer
also
move.
make sense just to use this to like stabilize the money like situation of that time.
Mm-hmm. Without a doubt. But, I mean, whoever it is, they're a genius, but I also hate them.
Mm-hmm.
I can't stand them.
But like, you know what's weird with like breakfast food? So like breakfast, I feel like people eat breakfast food from like when they wake up, like on a normal week, like 8 in the morning to like 11. Then from like 11:01 to like 4:59, no one's eating breakfast food. And then some. I've never heard breakfast for lunch. Have you guys?
See,
Brunch.
now right now, yeah.
Actually, the guys
it's
just
a
talking
brunch-
about that one
but-
thing. But it's not
brunch-
different. It's not
No,
different.
no.
It's
They made a winner for that shit.
But brunch is so weird.
You
Like,
ever heard of Leonard?
Yeah, you never heard of a late.
Shut up!
What about Benner? I guess that's what he's trying to come up with right now.
This chat's getting out of
Now
control
he's
right
thinking.
now.
No,
This chat is-
Freddie and Mr. Kozak are just texting.
And they're getting out of control. They brought the topic about Atlantic City McDonald's.
Fred said,
Yes.
Freddie said, "Classy people, great service."
I tried going there. I went to the casinos the other night, I think last week, and we tried going to that McDonald's that they're talking about.
Is
The
it
line?
down?
No, it's right in the middle of the outlets
Oh, dude, because I went there. I went to the other one.
by Stockton.
Yeah, right by
Okay.
Stockton, yeah. And they put 2 chicken patties in my spicy chicken sandwich. I went to take a
Boom.
video of it, and I finished the sandwich. And I was like, I'm so sorry.
You know what
This
that's
is
like?
awesome.
That's not the one they're talking about though.
No, but I think-
the one they're talking about is the one in the outlets.
But like you're saying, it's like a good McDonald's.
Yeah.
All he did was this. Shit is gone.
Literally, there were 2 patties on there, and they were like full with
Yeah,
sauce on both
so-
of them. I was like, this is a crazy McDonald's.
so the Atlantic City native going to that McDonald's, and Freddie and his dad. Don't mind me, Fred, telling the story, but Freddie they do deliveries down there, and he said him and his dad would go in to have some lunch. It'd be like they get 6 big chickens and 2 large Cokes, and then sometimes there might be free shooters on the counter to take. There's some shady shit going on in the bathroom and stuff, and of course the police station's 2 doors down, so my dad's in there. Was in there all the time, and he enjoyed it. It's a different McDonald's environment.
See, now I got a quick question. What's better, getting 2 patties on your McChicken, or the other night me and Mouse went to McDonald's every Monday from bowling, and we're coming home, and she's like, "Yeah, you guys are probably the last people here, so we gave you a large fry instead of a small."
That's
called steak
clutch.
for everybody. That's the same
That's a
shit.
steak for everybody.
That's clutch. Because the price differential's kind of big. I'm big
That's
on
like 45
fries.
cents too.
I thought it was closer
You know,
to
it's
a dollar.
definitely a
The number
dollar.
one mistake-
definitely
It's
over
closer to
$1.
a dollar.
Yeah.
Inflation, my friend.
Inflation.
You know what the number one? You know what the number one mistake made in America right now is? Is getting like a small or a medium Coke at McDonald's.
Yeah.
All the bitches are 99 cents. There's no reason not to
Yeah.
get the large.
Exactly.
It's like the same thing in Wawa, dude. That big ass one's like $1, and then everyone else
Oh,
is
and
like
the-
$1.29. This $1.
And that's
I still
like
think
Hoagie
it's
Fest.
so
Hoagie Fest is a
sweet.
scam too.
Hoagie Fest is a scam.
You might as well just get the big one. You're only saving what, like 29 cents on it or something. It's
Yeah.
weird.
Always
Yeah,
get
but
the
the
big
wrapping
one.
paper is
Yeah.
dumb cool.
Yeah, and
It's sweet.
Wawa. And Wawa.
Trippy. High idea. High idea.
Hoagie Fest, high idea.
Oh my gosh.
Let's make people buy our subs
I used to
for
ride
the
my
wrapping
bike.
paper.
I used to ride my bike to the one on Drum Point every day during Hoagie Fest.
Did you
And I
see
tell
the-
my dad all the time?
Did
Dad,
you see-
Hoagie Fest, dude. Take a bike
Did
ride."
you see the Drum Point one?
Yeah, it's all red.
It's brand new.
I
It's
hate
like
it. I hate it.
Tommy Davis jinxed it too.
Yeah, you did.
Tommy Davis 100% jinxed it. Last time he was here, he's like, "Dude, you guys still have a Wawa like that?"
Yeah.
I'm like, I swear to God, the next day they had a dumpster out front. They were redoing it.
Yeah.
I was like, "You
I
can't-
hate it.
It's
I
terrible."
hate it because we would always, when we were at Tyler's, we'd always go over and we'd walk there.
Amos and Freddie actually still hate me for that.
Oh,
I did walk there.
that was that a drunk mission?
That
Or
was
was that a
drunk
high
mission.
mission?
It was a both. It's a cross mission.
I was dead.
Yeah, we took a nice
Shocker.
little 45-minute walk to Wawa
Through
from my
the
house.
woods in the middle of the
Through
night.
the woods at 1:30 in the morning. Which, yeah.
Fred,
Not
said, Fred said you asshole.
We took the long way.
You took the long way.
Nah,
No, that was the
we
short
took
way.
The shortcut, bro.
That was the short way.
We took the shortcut.
Yeah, who showed up? Was it Murator who showed up that drove us home?
Yeah, he was just there for some reason. It's awesome.
Didn't he drive you guys back?
Yeah, it came in clutch because that would have been another. We would have gotten home at 4:30.
Yeah.
Oh, brutal times.
So back to the topic. Who the fuck made the rule?
I don't know. dude.
I think
there's got to be.
It's just
someone.
one of those unwritten society rules
You know
that
what I think
everyone
it was?
just follows, and I feel like it should be changed. But but you know, the only place in the world that doesn't judge you for getting like dinner food for breakfast, diners.
Diners, yeah.
Diners.
Yeah.
I can get a goddamn BLT at 7
And you know what's
o'clock in the
also
morning
awesome
if I
about
want
them? They don't care if you get breakfast food at fucking
to. At
midnight.
2 in the morning.
Yeah, 2 in.
Not at all.
And you know who misses out on diners? Anybody that's not from New Jersey.
I will say the tri-state area. I went to a diner up in Connecticut. Bang it.
Really?
Like it was just like a New Jersey diner.
I think the pizza stuff.
Up in Connect Icon.
I'm talking to you, Chuck.
I can't say the same. I thought the pizza was actually pretty good.
It was all right.
It was-
still just got a buzz Chuck's
I've
fault.
decided to back myself out of that argument. I still believe that New Jersey pizza is better, but
I didn't
harder
say
to
it was
say
better than New
nowadays.
Jersey pizza, but it
Really
was
fucking
just
good.
as good or just below it. It wasn't Maryland
it is
pizza.
really good.
It was.
Oh
It was.
my God.
It's quality pizza. It's quality pizza.
Yes. It's definitely
it's really good drunk pizza too.
I bet you
Yes.
they can't get a Brooklyn Square.
Well, then again, Maryland pizza always made good drunk pizza too.
Yeah, no.
For
Well, I
some
mean, yeah,
reason.
because we went to Little Caesars.
Depending
no,
on your
no,
level.
No, the one dude backside the golf course.
Oh
The
yeah,
Chamberlain would go and spend like $70 every
Yeah,
weekend.
but you know what?
It was
Fuck
for
them. I'm pro
No,
this. No, the one next to the Subway.
Oh, dude, it's on the tip of my tongue.
No, but
the
I'm
place
protesting
Jake
them.
applied to.
Oh,
Yes, I applied.
Food Lion.
I applied to
No.
work there, dude, and they never even got back to me.
No, Food Line was the one by us.
There's a bunch of dudes.
Other one.
They lost
Safeway.
Safeway.
Safeway, and then so is it Bellissimo's?
No.
No,
Nah, Bellissimo's where we
was
always
the
get
one
shit.
on
That's the
PAS.
worst pizza.
That's next to
Yeah.
that's next to 61.
Yo,
We
but
ate so much of it.
no,
Oh,
they had great sandwiches though.
They did,
Has
and
nothing
their
to do with
wings
how
are pretty good
Astor
too.
Pizza is.
I don't know
Pizza's
who-
terrible.
Found out another idea. The pizza or the pepperoni rolls at Bocelli's. Once I found out you can get those for a meal swipe, I was out. I was getting those every
Yeah, you were
week.
out of
Bocelli's shit pizza.
Yeah,
But
but
those
shit.
it was
pepperoni rolls
clutch.
though, they were pretty damn good.
It was clutch though when you
Yeah.
when you were walking back from like the
3:30.
library at like 10:30.
And we spent so much time
Yeah.
at the library.
Listen, I went a couple times.
Well, actually, no. Me and Kenny did go there once every weekday, just because nobody else was drinking. So we would just go there, bother the shit out of everybody, and
And
come
they'd
home.
be like,
and
all
stay
right,
in the
fine, guys, we'll come drink. We were like, yeah.
Let's go. Awesome. Well,
Uh,
you, buddy.
So had some little technical difficulties with the gambling sheet this week. I don't listen. I'm in the dark. I don't know. I think I did horrible. I don't know how.
I'm terrible too.
I think we were down.
I
This
think-
was the first week we were down.
I
as a
think
podcast.
we're getting a little ahead of ourselves
With the
doing
parlay.
parlay locks. I think we're gonna calm down with that a little bit. Give you a lock a day. Try to win you guys some money because I'm hurting. I need some money. I need some more money.
We all need some money.
Everybody needs
Poor Will Brownie sent me post on a Snapchat story. He's like hashtag back Cutlet and bet the Mets -1.5 on their opening day, and that didn't go over well.
That's because the real opening day got canceled. I'm gonna stay with that.
That's a good thing to go with because they were all ready, and then boom.
Yeah.
COVID.
Yeah, it's almost like they didn't go 7 innings without giving up a run.
Yeah.
That is true.
It's almost like they didn't have a lead going into like the last
I would hope that they would bring in a different guy.
They brought in the new guy,
Yeah.
and he still sucks.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
All right, well, listen, unless you guys got anything, I think that's
No, I
And that's good.
these were probably going to be a little bit shorter episodes because we're not just sports rambling.
And I would love
we've been,
some. I
we've
would
been
love some-
ripping the live stream for an hour and 7 minutes. So it's not-
Oh shit! Okay.
But I would honestly love some more like suggestions. Like,
Yes,
let us know how we
please.
did this
And
one.
we'll,
Like, if you
we'll,
guys-
we'll also post it on the Instagram story to get like if we don't get like everyday listeners that still follow us, hopefully they'll like and then they'll tune in.
Yeah, I think
So-
we should commit to one of us doing some sort of like world record challenge by the end of this week, by Wednesday.
we should. Yeah.
Are we
We
doing the hot
haven't done
dog?
one.
Oh well,
haven't
Do the
done
hot
it in
dog
a
one.
while.
Bang it out. We
well
know
no,
we can beat it.
I have to do the
Oh, yeah, I'm down for the hot
the map of the USA.
Yes. Yeah. We have to set that.
They
up.
don't think I can do it.
I
I
said
gotta do that, and he's
95.
gonna say-
95%. You gotta get better than that.
Yeah.
No, he said he's going to go 50 for 50 with
No,
60.
but no,
I want to see you put your money where your mouth is, though.
but naming the states off the top of my head.
No,
just-
putting them where they belong.
that wasn't the thing.
That was
the thing.
No, but that's the thing we agreed on. The 50 for 50 thing that we saw. All you had to do was name them.
Yeah, but they,
That- the
it came
tweet
up-
that-
one of them, the green one would pop up, and you'd have to like, and you.
That's
have to
cool,
say
man.
which
I know
one.
exactly where it is. It's on Cool Matt. I probably can't do it anymore because Adobe Flash is no longer around.
So, what do you think your percentage would be with that?
I don't know. That's a good question because I feel like the
Over under 92.
over, but because I can get the East Coast with these.
All right, so everyone
East
after-
Coast, West Coast with these. The problem's going to be the square states. That states
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
like Wyoming,
Colorado.
Colorado. Well, North Dakota, South Dakota are kind of.
Let's do it like this. For every state after number 8 that you get wrong, you get 9 or 10 wrong. Let's say, yeah, the 8 after the 8th state you get wrong. You get
It's
the 8.
16%. He said 92. He said over.
Oh, I thought he said 42 states. I misheard.
Oh, no.
So-
So,
all right,
what's 42 out of 50?
Would it be 8?
No, so you said 92%.
No,
You
42.
said 92%. That's
Yeah,
four
what's
wrong.
the
We'll do the math.
40,
But after,
40 would
after
be
every-
80%?
You can only get 4 wrong, John.
All right, so after everyone after 4,
wrong.
you gotta take a shot of a liquor of your choosing.
of my choosing?
No,
March.
No.
Our choosing.
Yeah,
Our choosing.
No,
Our choosing.
no, please have one exception. Please have
No,
one
you
exception.
cannot. No, you can't. You cannot have one exception.
I was gonna say that-
wherever we're doing. I hope we're doing it here. I'm puking all over the floor.
We'll bring
will
down-
have
we'll bring down our trash.
no,
I'm
and
down
I'll
to
kick
sit.
the trash can over and puke. No.
I'm getting a fit because I'll finish it as soon as you take your shot.
But everyone after number 4 that you
Oh, and listen. And fucking Rhode Island, that thing, it's like this big on the fucking computer.
Well, yeah, but you're gonna know
You
when
said-
that one
you
pops
said you
up.
can
John.
place all 50 on the map, so I gave you 95%.
No.
Was there something in the chat before we head out?
Almond said something.
Oh, Alex Allman.
Oh,
Uh,
really? What's up, Alex?
Kozak's story of saving the girl who's face down.
What?
Oh, how
Oh, good.
Uh,
Story for another time, Alex. Story from another time.
that's enough story there, brother.
Yeah, that's a
touchy subject.
yeah.
That's an in the living room story.
Yeah.
Freddie said, "Oh
But
no."
Missy either way out.
Oh no is right. Freddie's
Yeah.
oh no is
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna save that for the back burner.
Awesome. But other than that, I think that's it, boys.
Hey, once again, thank you guys for tuning in.
Appreciate
Thanks
it.
for listening.
Thank you very much.
Love you
Thanks
guys.
Thank you again, Tuck, for the
Yeah,
new
thank you
logo.
for the logo. John's face.
Looks tremendous.
Other than that,
As
all
always,
you Bobs, drink up.
drink up.
Drink up.